is Mahad from Bullet Music, and I'm here with Force of Habit. Let's just go around. Go introduce yourselves real quick and like what y'all play in the band.
I'm Camo, lead guitar.
I'm Wayne, bass player.
Awesome.
Tamale, vocalist.
I'm Dave, drummer, sometimes percussion.
Sometimes.
I like it. All right, rolling into it. When I first began did the research on you guys for this interview, I had a very different lineup, information available to me at the time. And Tamale, you are a new addition to the band, and as of how new are you?
Today.
Officially, last night I was put in, but there's been about a month that we've been talking about it.
Yep. She just signed the contract this morning.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Big, right?
But so the rest of you guys that have been here with Force of Habit since the beginning, you formed in '97.
Kind
No,
of.
I have.
Yeah, I've been around for, 8 years now? Almost 9 years?
Yeah.
No kidding.
I'm about 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of you would be the founder then?
Yep.
Yeah. Right there. So you've been the stableman, the Gary Holt,
He's
if you
the
will.
fearless
There you go.
leader.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So I guess this leads to my first question. Was this everybody's? Obviously, now I'm thinking, but I want to know: was this everybody's first band, or do you all already had prior music experience in Atlanta or other cities?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'd like to hear about those. Was everybody's past sort of experiences, I suppose.
Camo, you're first.
Well, I go way back to Connecticut, up in Norwich, in the London area. I used to play with a band called Black Widow, which later turned into Sabotage for moving here in '91. And it was about 5 or 6 years before I went and auditioned for a band called Force of Habit. Took the lead guitar spot there.
You took that spot.
Took it.
Right.
Killed it. So,
Killed him.
yeah, I've been with Force of Habit ever since. It started out, we used to play a lot of covers back in the late 90s, and then we started adding a whole bunch of originals. Went and recorded some stuff down at Phoenix Capricorn's place down there in Macon. Had some good success with that. And just kind of through the years, the band's kind of just evolved, and new people have come, new people have gone, going on other things, and it's just kind of what it is.
What about you, Wayne?
Let me see. I actually started playing bass when I was in 4th grade with a school orchestra,
Oh my!
playing an upright bass.
No, I was orchestra myself for like 7 years playing cello, so I totally.
I think you need to
made
do
it.
that. I think you need to get the stand-up bass.
Yeah.
Dude, that would look
I've been
great.
thinking about it. That's
Yeah, I was
awesome.
actually
Be like
I
a
was
metal
back,
stray cat.
back in the day, orchestra too.
No
I
shit.
played clarinet, oboe, and sax. Oboe.
I
played
knew. I played
baritone.
classical
Oh
stuff.
my!
Yeah,
Triangle.
baritone sax.
I knew I had a good vibe, you guys. I knew I had band geeks. I'm
Yeah.
loving this.
But yeah, after that, that was down in Miami.
Mhm.
And when I came up here and actually started getting into bands, I've been in several different bands playing covers, oldies, country, alternative, metal, rock, you name it. Shoot, at one point I was in 5 bands at one time.
That's the way it is in Atlanta sometimes. It's like
Yeah.
almost everybody has like 5 side hustles.
Well, there's like 50 guitars to every 1 bass player, so
That's the truth.
High demand.
Yeah, when I was doing the whole 5 bands, that's when I actually joined up with Force of Habit. As the other ones kind of faded out, I've been with Force of Habit ever since.
Nice. All right, and that brings us back to you.
Well, prior to this, I was doing musical theater. I used to yodel, do country music,
Oh wow!
and opera.
Wow.
I
Okay.
got to train under Brenda Boozer for a while. Amazing powerhouse mezzo.
Cool shit there.
Yeah, she was fun. She's still mad at me for not becoming a vegetarian, but
To be fair, it is very difficult.
oh, okay.
Well, burgers, you gotta have it.
Yeah.
It tastes so good, especially in a town that makes such great burgers.
I just love food. No.
Stop, I'm hungry already.
Sorry, I'm
Quit
easily
it.
bribed.
So I'm picking up the musical background. Definitely, were you in a couple of bands?
I was with Odd Foxy, which was a cover band, a lot of acoustic bass and guitar, and I was the lead singer for Of Eve over in Knoxville.
Whoa, I think I actually know them. I think I might have heard about them.
Yep.
There was like a bunch of like bands from like Tennessee and North Carolina coming in once for like a show, and I think I saw you on the bill, like Of Evil.
Of Eve.
Oh, never
It's
mind.
all good.
Shit.
We did a lot of benefit concerts to help out with cancer research, and we even had an opportunity to do some battles of the bands where we competed against Outlook Grim, amazing metal band. Absolutely love them.
Kidding.
Sorry,
No,
I loved watching them play. Their energy was infectious.
I'm totally with you there. I'm totally with you. If I see a really good show, I will walk away and I'll be on cloud 9 for a week. You know it when you've seen that really
That's
awesome
what it's
show.
about.
Oh yeah,
That's what it's about.
it puts a fire in your belly, especially when you're performing with people that you can see them enjoying it
Mm-hmm.
and just punching it and fighting on stage and enjoying each other. No, I'm not gonna punch Alan.
Yeah. We're gonna start mosh pitching.
I've done it in metal stilettos before. So.
I'm glad I'm behind the drums. Man. I'm good.
Not with the other band members.
Maybe I need some
Metal
plexiglass
slows are
around it or something.
stealth the deadliest thing to have in a mosh
Oh,
pit.
they're
If
so
you can
much fun.
stand on it, if you can like
Oh yeah,
master that, oh god, you are just a whirling dervish of death at that point.
I can dance in them now too. So
It's just a mere black eye. We're good.
yeah, flesh wound, you'll be fine.
What's a couple extra holes?
That brings us then to you, Dave.
I started playing drums when I was 14 in high school, and just played, actually my brother was a guitar player, and we had a bunch of bands together, and just cover bands, really not any original stuff from the get-go, but just, cover stuff,
I take that.
And just over the years, just kept playing, and nothing big, but just having fun,
And you bumped into these guys and you just didn't back out.
Yeah, actually, the guitar player from high school that we played in a band together knew Camo and said that I guess they had just lost their drummer,
Mm-hmm.
and asked if wanted to try out, and I tried out, and I guess I was good enough to be able to join.
Excellent.
Yeah, so that's where you found him. He just showed up one day.
Yeah, I know. I was like, who's this guy?
Just
You got to sign up on the highway there.
Right.
We'll drum for music.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We'll do drum stuff.
I'll drum for
food.
beer, man. I'm good.
Well, I guess this question gets a little. So initially, there was a Cameron D. Hunter in the band. I wonder if we can talk about him real
Yep.
quick. All right, so Camo,
Yeah, that's my son.
and he was they said backing vocals for the band
like
for a minute.
backup screams and all that kind of meaty stuff.
Okay. Was he there like at the beginning or?
No,
he, oh,
no,
I see there.
No, as a matter of fact, I have pictures of him on stage with me with Force of Habit,
Mhm.
like back in 2002 maybe, when he was like maybe about this high.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah. And then, after
Yeah, this high really works on a recording.
yeah.
I will mentally
You
fill
see
in the
that?
gaps when I can. I know it's an audio medium, but you gotta really be there to see it.
It's
But,
a visual thing.
Yeah, and then he got his first time ever on stage. He got on stage with us playing, and a pretty big show too.
Yeah,
That
he's
was
high
the,
energy,
Wild
man.
Bills, I believe.
Yeah.
Is he still in the music scene? Like, he's
No, he moved out to San Diego now. I have my two other sons live out there too.
nice.
Yep.
Well, if you can afford San Diego, that is oh god, that is paradise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my one boy Joshua, he's in the Navy. Been in the Navy, stationed out there for about 8 years.
Okay, it is a
now,
Navy town there.
Yep.
I dig. All right, rolling into my next question here. So on the Facebook, they had on your Facebook had like the list of the lineup, and I'm like, oh wow, 97. They've been together for that long. That's an amazing story. I need to. So this question
That
about
would be an amazing story.
I like the story
Right,
I'm getting here. Though. I like the story I'm getting now.
Yeah, it's not like ZZ Top or Rush, all the
Yeah,
original
yeah.
members. That didn't happen.
I guess. Well, I guess when you all came together, and this I guess dates to founding the band. I guess this one delegates a little to you, can't remember. 97. Do you already have a vision for what y'all wanted the band to sound like, or was that more of a trial and error with time?
That was more after years of playing, what develops, what it turned into. 'Cause it's ever changing. It's with the addition of new members and people coming, people going. It changes it up a little bit.
Okay.
So I'd like to say, like now we're more or less a culmination of everybody that we've ever played with and that kind of a vibe.
I dig that. That actually leads to the next question I have. How would you all together describe your sound? Like, if you had nobody likes being put in a box, but if you had to like use adjectives, your favorite adjectives, how would you all describe your sound as somebody who's never seen you before?
That's across a metal. I would say metal and hard rock, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You know, we can get melodic when we need to, but then you just start kicking ass.
You see us live, you'll definitely remember us.
I like that. Is some
For
bold
sure.
words there. I like it. I'm picking up from this table here is everybody has their own influences. Like all their all the sound style you all blend it together seamlessly.
Yep.
I'd like to know like everybody's influence. Like what do you all bring to the table individually? And like in terms of like sounds or your influences. Like what do you all individually contribute? You think?
Wow, that's a tough one.
Well, just years of listening to other bands being brought up, like Black Sabbath, you know, Deep Purple, all those types, you know. It's just a blend of all that together.
I dig.
You know,
Yeah.
classic rock, heavy metal, I mean, even country,
Yeah.
all the influences.
All the
And then
Bingo.
kind of get your sound, what you like, and then you develop your own. And I think this is kind of blended well together with all of us. You know?
Do you all come from like similar music backgrounds in terms of things you listen to when you're not playing?
I
Or
believe so.
Yeah.
Camo's on. Love it. Yes, baby.
I had a feeling. I had a bit of a
Metal.
feeling. You struck me as a guy who was way into Exodus when they were touring.
Yeah, that, you know, Testament, you know, people like that.
When it comes to influences, I mean, there's just so many different, you know, it all comes down to who you listen to on the radio, what CDs you bought, who was your teacher, you know.
I dig.
You know, because that is like my teacher back in, you know, junior high was Eugene Timmons, who was a horn player for Casey and Sunshine.
Oh wow,
Whoa.
I didn't know that.
So, you know, you go from, you know, someone from that genre of music teaching you how to play to also going into, you know, my father listened to a lot of, you know, country and oldies. And so you get that style, you know, going through you. And then, of course, you know, all your buddies and stuff, they're listening to a different style. And, you know, so all that kind of works with you. And, you know, you just pick out what you like and mesh it all together. And that's what you get.
You mean the real country, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Not this so-called
No,
country
not
today,
today's
right?
Oh, no.
country. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
Waylon
like
Jennings.
Waylon Jennings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you feel like
Really
people
Johnny
live
Cash,
their lyrics,
man.
you know?
Oh,
I like to
Yeah.
say you are what you eat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Man, I've been
Yeah.
eating that metal.
You are what you eat. Whatever
That
you
explains a
consume,
lot.
that's,
Yeah, right.
That is
that's what's going to come out.
This Artist Spotlight interview is brought to you by Creature Comforts Classic City Lager. Classic City Lager is deliciously simple and pairs perfectly with good local music. To learn more about Classic City Lager and other Creature Comforts brews, go to creaturecomfortsbeer.com. That's creaturecomfortsbeer.com.
Did you know women were the original beer makers? Clear your calendars, buy your tickets, and get ready to hail to the original brewers at the Dames and Drags Beer Festival on Saturday, August 11th at the Masquerade in Atlanta. Experience the best female brewers and entertainers from the Atlanta area in an enticing, supportive, and inspiring atmosphere that only Dames and Drags can provide. Don't waste another second debating the pros and cons. Go now to damesanddrags.com. That's DAMESANDDREGS.com for more information and to secure your tickets to the one and only Dames and Drags Beer Festival. Remember, Dames and Drags welcomes dames, sirs, and everyone in between. See you there.
All right, now this question's a little more interesting. I guess at first I didn't have an answer for this for the longest time. I was like, but now as I get to know you guys, I feel like there's definitely a story here. So you formed in '97. There was a debut release, Madness by Design, I have for 2004 was put out, and then you put out a single in 2011, I Am More. My question is that there's a lot of gaps there in the recording history of the band. So I guess if you wonder if y'all could fill in those gaps for me.
Lack of money. That's Need to get paid for more gigs.
To the point, I like.
Yes.
Can't get in the studio. No, we got a lot of new material. We're just waiting to get in the studio, and some of it's still waiting on lyrics, and that's why we have her
the songwriting hasn't stopped. Y'all have been like
Oh,
keeping
yeah.
the
Oh,
downtime
no,
going.
Constant.
Yeah,
Constant.
always come up with new stuff. Yeah.
In the gaps between putting out material for Force of Habit, were y'all working in different bands as well, or it's just I've been concentrating on
No, just me myself personally. That's been my sole project since '97.
that is some dedication right there, man.
My baby right there, and just keep on keeping on.
Your baby's like 3 years away from renting a car.
I know.
That's gnarly.
At a discounted rate too.
At
Or,
discount,
collect,
yeah.
or collecting Social Security.
I guess so. How would you? This is a fun one. Start in '97. Obviously, your sound evolves over time. How would you all have said that the sound of Force of Habit has changed over time?
I don't think it's really changed that much over time. More than just all the stuff that we write. Just is all as a culmination of everything that we've ever wrote and ever will write.
You see?
And basically, usually when Camo comes up with a really killer riff, and then we'll just dig on that, and we can kind of just grow with that. And then Wayne and him meshing together and getting that progression down, and then I'll just follow in with them too. And
Yeah, that's our
You know.
process. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really not a sit down and write something. It's just we just start playing around and see what comes of it.
So you start with the melody ideas first, and then you work on the lyrics afterwards, like
Yeah, should have
you're
just
right.
fall out.
Yeah.
Should have just fall out.
Right.
like a
You know
jam
what I mean?
session sort of thing. And
Yeah,
you
pretty
it'll just
much,
fall
yeah.
out, and
Yeah.
the real good ones just
See what hits.
fall out and flesh right out right there
And-
before you
and-
even know it.
And then see what we remember next practice.
Yeah. Damn, what was that riff again?
Well,
Shit.
I guess in terms of the songwriting, you
Here, man, smoke that.
Oh, it's coming back.
in terms of the songwriting, this is very much a collaborative process, as well as the lyrically speaking. I noticed like basically some of the old titles of Madness by Design, and especially with the I am War. I'm getting a bit of a political theme here. Is that anything intentional?
It's vaguely that. It can be, you can take that many ways.
It's open to interpretation.
Yeah.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
political statements, but just
Most of the lyrics are more based on internal war, not exterior stuff, not really political as much as like a war within yourself or saving yourself or the madness within you.
Yeah, the human
Yeah.
nature part of
Human
it.
nature, right? Yeah.
It's going
Yeah, it's
on.
more your battles,
Right.
Yeah, I gotcha. One thing I'm picking up from you guys, I love this about y'all, is that I don't hear a lot of trend chasing. Like apparently this seems like a very organic process of like deciding what you like, and you're not really chasing any popular trends.
No, not at all.
Trends die.
Well,
Yep.
exactly.
right.
So what's the point in that?
I love that. Leads me to a fun little question here. All right, metal has gone through quite a few evolutions. I mean, there's just the trend chasing is insane these days. Like once one person pops, suddenly a label wants to sign like 9 bands that sound just like that,
Yep.
and then
Right.
leave them to just wither and die 3 years later when
Yep.
it's like, nobody likes you anymore. Like, what do you mean you liked us 5 minutes ago?
Right.
What is a trend in metal today that you kind of wish would just casually, quietly just go away?
All of it.
Just all of it's gone. It's all gone.
Probably to me, death metal. I mean, so it's just okay.
Swinging
come on,
for
really?
the fences. No, I like this. I like this.
no, yes,
I
No.
love metal. I like more classic stuff like the Sabbath and all that kind
New
of
wave of British hair metal, more of the heavy
but
metal
the
stuff.
all total just
Yeah,
whatever,
that
man.
just
Come
doesn't-
on,
I
we
wanna
need good
understand.
lyrics. I want to
Scream.
hear good vocals. You can scream and do all that stuff a little bit, but not through the whole damn song.
Yeah, screamo in background backup vocals, if placed right, sounds really good. But when you got a whole album, a whole stage performance around, you can't even understand the lyrics.
Mm.
1 or 2 songs and you're just done.
Well, if you listen to our stuff, like if we play "I Am War"
Mhm.
and we're kicking ass, and then we'll come in and we'll play "Save Me,"
Mhm.
which is very, very melodic and totally different than what you think we play. But then we'll kick it up at the end. There's parts of the song that really energize it and then come back down with good vocals and good
Dynamics.
lyrics.
Mhm.
Yes.
You need to be able to understand them, though. Even when you're screaming, you need to over-enunciate it. It drives me absolutely bonkers when
Yeah.
I hear a metal singer not over-enunciating their words. It's
Right.
mush mouth, and it's terrible. It
It is,
pisses me off. You took this much time to write these lyrics. You go into it. You have it to where you over-enunciate it. Open your mouth. For Pete's
I had a
sake.
feeling you'd have an opinion, the loudest opinion on vocals.
Oh, it pisses me off.
And
I'm-
most
I'm
of it
with
is
you.
because you go and talk to the singer and they're like, "Oh no, I can't actually sing." Like, why are you the freaking lead singer? That makes no fucking sense.
I love auto tune, man.
Right?
I saw an interview with
Auto tune. Fuck auto tune. I'm sorry. This isn't.
This
But-
is great.
No.
Keep it going. This is good. This is good.
Fuck auto tune.
right?
If you have to have auto tune in
Right.
order to be heard and have any type of talent, you should not be out there.
Like if you sound better in
Exactly.
studio, like anybody can sound amazing in studio. I mean,
Yeah.
Lars Ulrich has Pro Tools. He sounds amazing in studio.
Well, like you hate autotune, I hate electronic drums. So there we go. We're even.
Yeah.
Come on
Oh,
now.
click tracks.
Oh, don't get me started.
Yeah. Come on, you get it. The human element needs to be there.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're a musician or any type of performer, worth their grain and salt needs to be able to get out there and perform the music that they have. Yeah, you can have backup vocals. Yeah, you can have those added in. However, when you get on stage, you need that connection.
Well, you're feeding the energy off of
Yes.
each other plus the crowd.
There's a key word right there: perform
Yep.
Yes.
and entertain.
I give you that.
Yeah, there are a lot of bands out there. They just get up and play. There's no energy. There's no nothing. I mean,
No soul.
they
Yeah.
look like everyone else in the crowd. You know,
That.
just up on stage. And it's like, why am I here?
Right.
I'm here to see you. Give me something
It's
to
like you're
watch.
not just simply like you're trying to
Right.
pretend like we're just regular guys in the crowd. No, I didn't want to see regular guys in the crowd. I wanted to see rock stars. That's why you're under the
Right.
Well,
spotlight.
you know, like Kiss, like you said, they're not okay. Music wise, I mean, I love their music, but they're not
Their
the greatest
shows.
musicians ever.
Their
But
shows, though.
man, when you go and watch them, their concert, are you kidding me? You're just sitting there like this the whole time going,
Yeah,
holy shit,
it was-
that's badass.
It was so fucking
Oh, I
awesome.
would
Yeah.
love Kiss
Right.
so much more if I just didn't just detest Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley.
Yeah.
Every
But
Well,
the
when they got rid of
show-
Ace Frehley and Peter
That
Chris,
was my first rock show.
no shit.
Mine too.
Ace Frehley was that band. I'm sorry.
75.
What?
75.
Wow.
Kiss, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, I saw him in '77.
was that before the Destroyer album?
No, it was.
'75. That was Dressed to Kill, Kiss Alive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kiss Alive.
Yeah.
It was the Kiss Alive tour, yeah.
Dressed to Kill tour, yeah.
Shit, I saw them when they toured with Aerosmith. They
Oh,
blew
yeah.
Aerosmith out of the fucking water.
Aerosmith,
They did, they-
Aerosmith.
No,
Yeah.
Aerosmith was badass back in the
Back
day.
in the
They,
day, yeah.
back in the
yeah.
day, yes, but when
Yeah.
they went with Kiss,
Mhm.
Kiss blew them out of the water. They were energetic. They involved themselves with the crowd. It doesn't matter how big you get. If you can't involve yourself with the crowd, you shouldn't be up there.
Say what you will about Gene Simmons being like just an absolute corporate whore, but he keeps his head clean and he knows how to give people a show. Steven Tyler, I once read his biography. He once had a line: "Anything worth doing is worth overdoing," which is great if that's feeding needy children. Not so great when your addictions include heroin and scarf buying. So if you're like, those are two things you can't get away from.
Ah, damn it, I love scarves.
That man is more.
Well, you got to
scarf
give
than
him
me.
props though. Him and
Well,
Joe
but-
Perry and the
well,
whole
put
band
that
getting
in
over
a
their
show,
heroin
right?
addiction.
There you go. There you go. They pulled that one off. I'll give
Yeah.
you that. And I was like, man, I think I'm ready to accept Steven Tyler back in my life again. And then I think I'm in a doctor's office, and I see like 2.5 men. And like, is that Steven Tyler?
Yeah, Steven Tyler kicking Charlie Sheen's ass.
Such a weird, it was such a surreal. Like, am I on drugs right now? They haven't even started anything
what just
yet.
happened here? Right.
Like, okay, cool. Leading back into trends, is there a trend that you guys wish would kind of make a comeback?
Yeah, I'd like to see talent come back.
I love you guys are just firing salvos. I'm even feeling this right now.
Originality.
Right.
People actually giving a shit on stage.
No, it's not cool to care. That's
Well,
such
that
a
whole
lie.
cookie cutter thing, like you were talking about earlier. You know,
Yeah.
everybody. Oh, we got this sound. Well, it's big. Oh, well, everybody needs to sound like this. No,
No.
back in the day, the '70s, the companies let the guys do their thing, the bands do their thing. That's why there were so many bands that were totally different. You got Fleetwood Mac, Heart, all these guys, all their sounds are totally different. Today, it's like, well, what band is that?
Well,
That's 10 bands. They all sound the damn same.
Well, that's why
You
all
know?
the bands from back in the 70s and even coming into the 80s, you know, they're still around today doing their thing because they had their own little thing that they did. Right. And, you know, they had their originality and everyone else had, you know, they may have been similar, but you can tell the difference between them.
Mm-hmm.
Like Force of Habit.
There you go.
Right,
Right the
right.
fuck back around. I'm like, man, this guy's a pro.
Well, even
Good
with
plug.
even with us, you know, if you listen to, you know, the stuff that we put out, it's like not all, even our songs themselves don't all sound alike.
No.
Every song's different.
Yeah, each song has a different feel to it.
I dig.
So it's not like, you know, oh, that's the Force of Habit sound. No, because we're all over the place. I mean, we actually got one song that's kind of like a metal reggae to it.
Yeah.
You know,
You are not afraid to mix things up.
no, and that's that. You know, like he was saying earlier, we take everything from all the members that have been through the band before, even when they leave, they leave something behind, that can be used for later.
I like this a lot. Here's a question for you guys. You've been active in the Atlanta music scene for a minute now.
Long time.
You have seen things like come and go. Like,
Yep.
how would you say the music scene in Atlanta has changed, like overall?
A lot of it has died out.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh yes.
Used
There's
to
a
be
lot
badass
of,
back in the late 90s.
yeah, a lot of clubs and stuff like that just aren't doing
Yep.
live music anymore. They're switching over to DJs or karaoke
Or
Or-
cover.
or
Cover bands.
cover bands.
Yeah, you don't have 9 lives no more. You don't have the point no more down to little
Right.
5 points. And,
Yeah, the venues have reduced greatly of who's actually playing music, and then the genres have kind of like, well, this venue only does this type of music. This venue only does that type of
Or all the
music.
tribute bands.
or
Everybody
tribute-
Van
Yeah.
Halen tribute bands, Zeppelin
Right.
tribute. They all want that, like 37 Main.
Yeah,
Because
that's
you-
probably the worst thing is that I think the music scene in Atlanta is almost dying out because so many people are, especially all this freaking techno fucking garbage crap that
Shit.
everyone fucking puts out on their damn SoundCloud.
Shit, I can do it.
They're popping out a new song every 30 minutes and saying they're musicians, they're artists. It's like, no, you took a bunch of fucking sound effects and threw them together. Any fucking moron can do that shit.
I love how
Right,
everybody
right.
here has that one particular trigger that's like, let me tell you
Yeah,
more about
yeah.
this. Everybody has that one.
You had a pressure point on Wayno there.
The venues will not do their research on the band either.
Oh, really?
They will call you for gigs and they will not do the research.
Venues don't promote like they
Yeah.
used to.
Oh,
do.
hell no.
no.
I ended up doing a gig in Jellicoe, and the past band I was with, it was a country venue for a metal rock band.
Wow.
They
There we
like,
go.
oh, you made 2 in state. That's great. We're gonna have you come and perform. We go out there. I have a woman smash a beer bottle about ready to shank me because I was a smart ass when she said, play some country music. Okay, play Tool's H, and I'm just gonna sing country to over top of it.
Kind of like the Monkees opening for Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, she
Wait, that happened?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sure did. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait,
That was a great mix
I
there.
thought that was the
Jimmy-
other way. I thought
It was
Jimmy opened
Jimi
for the
Hendrix
Monkees.
opened up for the Monkees.
Oh,
No.
okay, I'm
For the
wrong, but
Monkees.
yes,
Yes.
could you imagine? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Jimmy opened for the Monkees.
Oh, my
doesn't
God,
matter
yeah.
either way. It's
Right,
beautiful.
Oh, my
yeah.
God.
Voodoo Child.
Yeah.
Jimmy strikes me as a guy who's like way too cool to get upset about little details, but in the back of his head, he'd be thinking, really? This is what I'm doing? All right, that's how I'm spending my Saturday today. Let's just knock the show out, man.
Yep.
Jeez. I did not know that thing about venues. There's not as much support, you think, with the
Well,
venue
not
scene.
the original music.
Yeah,
No,
not the original
most
music.
Most of it's put on the band's backs, and they're supposed to bring in the crowd.
That is a trend
Yeah.
I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not a good one either because it used to be really, really cool when the venues would put as much effort as the bands did.
Boy,
And-
I can't remember the last time a venue put it. Now I'm thinking, I can't remember the last time a venue ever made an effort to try to get people to play.
Exactly. A really good guy, Sid Howell
Mhm.
with Masquerade.
Mhm.
He does a good job.
Nips.
He does a really, really good
Little
job.
plug for Sid Howell.
Yes.
Great venue.
Yeah, great. Yeah, the new venue. Yeah, I was really worried about that, but not having that vibe
Their whole
still.
crew has got that thing down to a science.
Yes,
man.
yes.
We had like
Top
10
notch.
bands playing together. What, about a month ago when we played?
Yeah.
Sorry, I spaced. Who are we talking about?
Sid Howell.
It was great for me because I got a big kid. So yeah, hey, you guys can grab all this.
Nice.
The concourse in Knoxville is also really good about promoting their alternative rock and metal bands.
Do you guys have a particular, I mean, you guys mentioned work with Sid Howell, but do you have a particular favorite, just based on the space alone, do you have a particular favorite venue that's still operational in Atlanta?
The new Masquerade's not bad.
It's not bad at
I
all.
like- I like
I'm still
the
trying to get used to it.
Masquerade.
I'm still trying to get used
Yeah,
to it.
it's
Yeah.
still new.
Like again,
uh,
Heaven was a collapsing hazard waiting to happen.
Oh,
Yeah.
we used
Yep.
to love.
Yeah, but
That's the
that-
awesome
yeah.
part about it.
Man, we probably played Old Masquerade maybe 100 times.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great
Oh
stage.
my
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
Hell!
yeah.
If you ever show in Hell, you knew that was gonna get fun.
All-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all three. We played all three
Yeah.
stages.
Purgatory Gal.
I used to like Wild Bills while they
Yeah.
were still alive.
Wait, the Wild's Will close down?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
turned
Yeah.
into something. I don't know what they turned into.
I think
but
it's a Hispanic nightclub now.
I think so. Yeah.
Dude,
I
remember
think.
Wow. We're
But
on
I'm not
100.5
positive
used to
on it.
like plug like fight night at Wild
Yeah.
Bill's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
That's
sounds
where
like fun.
that's where our old singer Anthony used to fight.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, was that like 8 years? That was like 8 years ago. Fuck. Wow, you blink in time. Wow.
It sure does.
I'd be remiss if I didn't ask. You mentioned that you're working on new material. I would like to know what is like next for Force of Habit, and what are your goals or hoping for this band? Like in the coming, like what's the remaining of the year and into next year?
We'll get some more music down and get a little bit tighter and get in the studio. So
Yeah,
we can record the new stuff.
keep the news coming out, record stuff that we got. We have a wealth of stuff that we have to record, and well, probably once we get a little bit comfortable now, we'll start shopping again.
Or a label?
Yeah, that's what I did back in 2004.
With
And we
Madness.
signed with Madness by Design. We ended up getting picked up by Insanity Records out of Cologne, Germany.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
If there's anything good come from the internet age, like the internet might be the worst thing to happen to music, but man, you get stuff like being able to just casually have your music everywhere in the world.
oh
is
yeah.
gonna be
Oh no,
amazing.
this man. Let me give him a shout out. Marcel Westphal from Cologne, Germany, from Insanity Records. He was the man. Great. Believed in independent music and believed in original music, original metal, and reached out to us across the ocean and turned around, picked us up, and I put out a killer package for us.
That is nice.
Yep. Yep.
You can like it.
Great deal too. I negotiated the whole deal.
He's a shrewd.
It was a really good deal. It was a really good deal.
Behind that guitar.
Oh, and also because upcoming shows, obviously, I gotta ask you guys. I know you have the Bullet Music Spotlight coming up at the Bakery on the 24th of July.
Yep.
You guys are gonna pick up any other shows in Atlanta coming up that we can look forward to?
Tentatively, we're supposed to be up in Asheville, North Carolina, September
Love that area.
14th, 15th,
Some of those people.
for Beer City Music Fest.
Very nice. I feel you guys are into cities and you're into beers, combined
Yes.
both, and festivals.
Mostly liquor here. Just to be
Both,
honest.
I don't care.
So
Depends on what time of day it is.
you might be more onto something with the liquor thing because, okay, first off, liquor works faster. Plus, I don't feel like I'm putting on weight as much. Like I have bad genes. I have 2 beers and
Vodka tonic, great.
Nope, straight tequila.
Well,
no
or
training
bourbon.
wheels.
Bourbon's great.
Ooh, gin.
Ooh.
Oh, I could chug an entire bottle of gin and just be like, all right, I feel classy. Let's go and do this.
Nope, we're gonna break out the Super Silver Haze.
Oh, okay, we're going to start the bonus round right now, and I'm not sure if this is going to make the cut, but that's why I call it the bonus rounds. I just got to ask real quick. Everybody's drink of choice right now. You walk into a bar, and it's your starter. What is your drink of choice if you have one?
Old fashioned.
Straight up old fashioned.
Oh hell yeah.
Like you start straight with the old fashioned. Don't open up with the beer. Like
Well, I could just do both. It doesn't
no, do.
matter.
I like. Brings us
Shot of Rumpelskins. I love me some peppermint schnapps. 1 shot of that, and then tequila for the rest of the night.
Oh, there you go.
Straight tequila.
I'll usually go
Mas
for
tequila.
a Yingling.
Okay,
A Yingling.
I relate to you there. It's like I will pick whatever like.
Yeah, I'll usually do like a Yingling, but then of course you get the shots and stuff coming up from the crowd and stuff, and whatever that is, I'll drink.
And back to you, Cam.
He's
Leffe.
daring.
What's that?
I'm not.
Leffe, it's a Belgian Abbey beer.
Oh, somebody is bringing their beer game to
Oh
point.
man, it is phenomenal. I had that in Belgium, fresh from the monks
Yeah.
that make it,
Oof.
and
Monk
it's not
beer, I like
quite as good as it was
I
over
like
there,
this
but
idea.
it's really, really good.
That's one of those
Leffe,
tastes.
Leffe Blonde.
Leffe.
Leffe.
I'm into, that's the kind of thing you have to like order online to like get it. And oh my lord, that sounds awesome. Oh, sure. You okay?
Okay, I gotta give a shout out. I'm sorry. Shout out. Terrapin Hopsecutioner beer, brewed
Thank-
in Athens.
Mm.
That is the beer too.
Every freaking occasion, winter,
game.
summer, it's
Good
got enough
stuff,
of a
man.
tingle on the back. Even if I've been drinking all
It's
day,
hoppy,
it still
man.
does
I
it.
love hoppy beer. Yeah.
It's got that cute little turtle on the cover. I
Yeah,
just
come on
fucking
now.
love-
Who wouldn't love that, right?
loves.
It's the
I'll-
turtle that
I'll go
sold
ahead
me,
and plug
man.
it. They are
Really?
really good about having beer shot
Beer on the hard
combinations.
shell.
Go all there with that.
I wish I could do beer.
No,
I'm
you're
allergic.
I tell you, like, right now, the youthful looks will last for so long, but the beer will catch up to me. The family curse hits at 41, and I am not going to like what happens at 41. We'll see what happens.
Shit, I'm pickled now with how much tequila I drink.
Well, wait till you get in your 50s.
Seriously,
That's
the
Both
why-
members of my family
that's
look
why
great.
let's,
We're pickled.
big advocate for recreational legal marijuana.
Yes.
I can't
With
guarantee that
fuck
makes the
people.
cut. I can't guarantee that for certain reasons. But do appreciate that. And, I guess if I can hit you all with just one more. In terms of your live show, you guys, if you're really into your I mean, I'm into your live performing. Do you guys have a particular song that you love performing? Like you hear it and you're ready to go. Like that's your favorite live song to play live.
Ooh,
I
man.
am
Well, there's
War.
a couple. I'm War and Punks. I love playing Punks, and
Yeah.
Revolution's good.
No kidding. Everybody else has any different ones?
Well, just because of the bass lines in them, I like Save Me and Force of Habit.
Yeah.
Save Me and Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Ah,
Okay.
oh
there you go.
yes, Pepsi.
I've been
yes.
rewriting the lyrics for it.
I was
so-
going
In a Coca-Cola world, we're singing
I was
Pepsi.
going to
Yeah.
ask that before I get into that. Cam, I want to hear your favorite song.
All of them.
Good one. There you go.
Diplomatic. I love this. I was gonna ask about I thought there's no way I'm gonna ask you to this, but I mean, Pepsi. I am captivated by that. In a weird way, there is nothing more metal than singing a song at Pepsi in Atlanta.
I know, right?
That might be
Coca-Cola world.
That
Yeah.
song right there. That song right there is a shout out to Mike from Suicidal Tendencies.
yes. I fucking knew it. I
Institutionalized.
knew it had to be. I was like, no, wait, there's no
That's
chance.
a
There's
nod.
lots of
That's
people.
a nod to that man right there.
Yes. Oh god, shit. Robert Trujillo. That guy can do like
He's
can,
a monster.
you could insert him into literally any band in
Yeah.
history, and it'll magically make it better.
He's a monster.
He
He's
is a monster, definitely.
Love that guy. And you say work. I want the reworked lines for Pepsi. Like, where were you going with it? So I'm curious.
Right now, what I've been working with, especially with Pepsi, is going through that night of drinking. It's like, okay, maybe I need to slow down. I need a Pepsi. No, fuck it, I'm getting a whiskey.
She brings
There
it back
you
to
go.
whiskey. I like
Gotta
that.
have the whiskey.
Boy, there was no way you could have foreseen that Atlanta would get a Super Bowl and the sponsor would be fucking Pepsi. I'm like,
I know.
That was crazy,
Damn.
wasn't it? What?
Irony of ironies.
it's
Right,
like
that was, yeah.
we could have been getting money from this. Like,
Irony at its best. Yeah.
jeez. And the Pepsi signs are still all over the place. They are not coming down. It is so unusual.
And all those whiny ass billboards for New Orleans Saints.
Uh,
Sorry, I had to put that in there.
oh no, dude. Saint hate is very welcome here. Okay.
I'm one of them.
Oh, gee. Okay, so we're all like Atlanta sports fans here.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
We're all down.
How about the Bravos?
Okay, who's your squad you roll with? I'm curious.
I don't have one anymore. I actually almost broke a TV with a popcorn bowl, so I stay out of sports.
Who was this team that hurt you so much? Or is it the Falcons?
The Raiders.
Oh.
The Raiders pissed me off, and I threw a popcorn bowl, broke a TV, had to buy a new TV for that. I was like,
Hey, they're doing Hard Knocks this year on HBO.
Oh,
now. That's
John
gonna be
Gruden is going to be
with
amazing.
John Gruden
Jesus.
and all those crazies. Yeah, that's going to be fun.
So long as I'm just gonna talk in the camera like I know what I'm talking about, then I'm just these guys got grit. This guy right here. Oh my fucking god, John Gruden. That dude can have his residual checks can have any of us killed,
Yes.
and he's gonna be just fine forever. He's a fucking idiot.
He's
Jesus.
an idiot. Yeah.
So I was gonna ask the Atlanta sports questions. Like, okay, does everybody remember where they were when it went down? Like the 28-3.
Just don't.
Dude,
I know exactly where I was. Crying in my beer.
I was at a friend's house and I had
Can our
just
defense just stop them once? Can't we do that? Or kick the field goal? Run the ball, kick the field goal, game over? Whatever.
I was at a friend's house and I very, very clearly being on Twitter and I was like I was smashed and I was going, we're about to drop 40 on you. I'm like naming people I know from Boston.
Right.
That was
Especially after the Julio catch. You're
It
like,
cost
this
me
is
a
dumb.
year of therapy.
Yeah.
I've emerged from therapy realized like, it's sometimes nothing matters. And that's okay.
You had to lock up the guns, man.
And nothing else matters. So that would conclude our bonus round. I want to, I'd be remiss to say thank you, Force of Habit. You guys have just been
Thank you.
just a
Thank
treat
you.
to talk to. And I wasn't sure what to I had a vision what to expect to this interview, and then I was thrown for a loop, and I love what I'm getting. Like, what I got is just some of the most interesting people that are just here collaborating. I really cannot wait to see you guys play your show. It's July 24th
Yes.
at the Bakery,
Yes.
and it's Force of Habit, and yeah,